move, move, move. And this guy can only move 5 inches. And he's going to forfeit his action, or he's going to use his action to toss a grenade.
Okay.
Smoke grenade, but that'll be after they fire.
Ooh, I like that.
It's at the same time as they fire, actually. So it just basically won't be like, oh, now it's blocking the sight. And then the 3 of these guys will fire. So they're outside, so they're at -1 modifier. So this should do some damage because you're out in the open. So note, when you're doing suppressive fire, usually the suppressing squad is the one, they're usually in cover. If you think about like when you're playing Call of Duty or whatever games you like to play that are first-person shooters, usually if you're suppressing, you're not out in the open. And now you see why. This is a good reason why, because you're like, suppressing fire, and the sniper's like, oh, that didn't work. But anyway, we'll talk tactics later. So the 3 guys will fire, so that'll be 11 plus 3 is 14, minus the range, which brings us down to 13, minus your defense of 3, so just 10. So this is good. It's good. Oh, yeah, 4 hits. So I can actually get 4, because the rate of fire is 2.
Oh, right.
So the max number of hits is 6. So 4 hits at strength 5, minus your armor of 3.
Mm-hmm.
So still need 2s or less. So it's still pretty crappy to get this, but you know. So there's 1, and I'll use their command point to make it 2. So 2 guys die from that squad.
Oof. That hurts.
And you have to take another leadership test.
Every time you
Every time you're hit, you take a leadership test.
Okay.
Now we can do the wounding first because it doesn't make a difference.
So
leadership 9. Oh, you make it. They hate to cost you more command points.
Oh, that'd be awful.
It's almost impossible to pin you here because you have your commander nearby with all his command points. But it can still cost you those command points.
Right.
Which would suck if you had to burn through them. Okay, and this guy's going to drop his grenade within 6 inches. So I'll put that right here. Fortunately, it won't completely block line of sight, but it will grant some cover. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to drop it on the 3 guys.
Cover right on them?
Yeah. Just to ensure that they get their cover. Not that it's going to matter too much with your Electron Master.
I ran up and then this little grenade piled in the middle of him. And they all disappeared. Ninja vanish.
It's kind of cool, eh? But more importantly, this guy is going to move 4 inches because he went through that. And then move again behind the cover. Just outside of the gravity thing.
All right.
And then I got the commander, who is not sure who he wants to protect more. These guys are important, and you still have a good squad there to do some firing. You might get smarter and do something other than stay out in the open and fire. You got your assassin as well, I forgot about.
Yep.
Who went, bah! Kill somebody, or some people with his Dark Templar blade. Yes, he's just like a Dark Templar. Invisible and he's sliced in half, like literally like top part falls off the bottom.
See Marauders when they get chopped up by Zealots or Dark Templar just kind of like fall apart.
StarCraft is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to move him. Commander's going to move to here. It's going to try to stay 9 inches. Yeah, we got 9 inches there. And we got 9 inches to them. Awesome. So he's providing command to almost everybody.
That's perfect.
Except this guy.
That's okay, he's gonna die.
Yeah, he is. I actually forgot about the assassin.
Because he's invisible. It's actually harder with just those types of bases
Yeah, I
to
know.
remember.
Yeah, that's supposed to represent it in the battle. Okay, so that's the end of my turn. So you took some heavy losses.
I did.
You lost 5 troops. But you still have your assassin and your commander, so you can still do some damage.
First reward.
Alright, so command points regenerate first.
Oh, yes.
And your gravity stuff disappears. So you get your command points back. He regenerates up to 5. Okay, so what are you going to do?
All right. So, this is a somewhat difficult decision. Because... Wait. So if I move this guy up here, I can see this guy clearly, but I can't see them.
You can see them. It doesn't block line of sight when
that's
they're in
right.
it. When they're touching it, it just gives them cover.
That's right.
So right now there's no way for the squad not to have the onto cover.
Correct. And then it does block line of sight, so through it.
Through it, yes.
Okay.
So you can't see through it, you can see into it.
Gotcha. Then, well, well, this is what we're gonna do. Hey, what? Oh, I don't know. Okay, whatever.
What are you
All
thinking for? Just go.
Okay, I'm gonna move this guy up. Okay, in the partial cover, and then he's gonna shoot
With the squad. Okay. So he still gets his +1 for being a squad. Did you regenerate that command point?
No,
Okay.
I don't think.
Because the rule is you can't regenerate command points when you're down to 1 in your squad.
He didn't use it.
Okay. I guess we should clarify if the rule is that you
Yes.
lose it. But right now we'll say no.
Do you lose it or?
It doesn't say in the rules that you do, so right now we'll say we don't. Because you do what the rules say.
Okay. Or what Matt says.
Alright, so your troop, he has a range skill of 12. He gets +1 for the squad bonus of 1 guy. I know it sounds funny, but that's just the way it is. So it's 13. And we get measured the farthest away that you can see. So you're good. You're within range. So they just get their -2 cover. So you're 13, -2 down to 11, minus their defense of 4. So 7 or less.
Okay, and their rate of fire is just
It's 2.
is 2. Okay,
So you could get 2 hits.
which I do.
Hold on,
Right?
7.
Wait, it's only 7 right now?
Yeah, because defense of 4 brought your 11 down.
Oh,
to
the
7.
defense. That's what I ignored.
So you can use a command point to make that a hit.
I'm gonna re-roll.
Alright, go for it. So
No.
command point, reroll. There, it's a hit. Exactly a hit, so it's -1 strength. Remember, you don't use command points to modify that.
Oh, that's right. You can't.
You can, but you don't want to. Remember we worked out the math hammer of it?
Right.
It works out just to roll your damaging. Unless you're going for a re-roll to try to get 2 hits.
Right.
But you've already hit, so there's a chance that they're going to run. Although they got their commander nearby.
Let's say, okay. So
1 hit at -1 strength. What's your strength normally? 6?
that's rifle 6.
So it's 5 strength against armor of 2, so it's 3 or less. 1 die, 1 die. 4, so you could modify that with a command point of the commander and kill a guy. That's a lot of command points, eh?
That is difficult. Yeah, I am.
1 commander, and then you'll kill 1 guy. I'm going to kill the guy at the back.
Oh, thank you.
For what?
Oh, an Electron Master. That's an AoE weapon.
Oh, yeah. Whoops. Alright, what's next?
Next. Okay, so the Electron Master has a range of 10.
And if it misses, it does not get the AoE.
Right.
That's a special rule for this weapon.
This is why I have lots of command points left.
You want a good solid hit with that one.
You know, I think he's just gonna run back into cover right here.
Move. You're going to move back.
Yes.
Cover.
Well, he's moving back into cover by running into cover. By going because he's running backwards. Yes. He's moving into cover.
Got it.
And he is going to shoot his Electron Master centered on this guy.
So it's a 4-inch if you hit, in this case. There's no scattering.
And so it is within range.
There's normally scattering, just so everybody knows. It's just this specific weapon, the way it works, we'll talk about later, but if
So
it misses, it just doesn't do anything.
Yeah, so it doesn't scatter, but yeah, miss to nothing.
Yeah. Okay, so that's not within 10 though, right?
No, it's 15. So,
And you don't choose which guy it goes to. Oh yeah, I guess you have to. No, it's an AoE, so you have to actually choose the model.
yes.
So that's something I need to note in the rules.
Yes.
Hold on a second, I'm going to pause to write that
Okay.
down. Alright, so it's -1 because of range, -2 because of
Cover.
the cover, so it's -3 in total. And then their defense is 4, so it's -7.
So he's at range 16.
So you have 9 or less to hit.
9 or less.
Hey, and this one doesn't matter for strength, you just got to get 9 or less. Oh, you roll 11!
What? Well, I'm going to re-roll that.
Yeah, you don't need to use 2 command points for that one. Come on, 9 or less, you can do it. 9, there you go.
Oh,
So now the AoE is centered on it, and it's a 4-inch one in this case. So it's going to hit all 4 of them. But the one that's hit takes a strength 7 hit, and then the other 3 get a strength 5 hit.
Yes.
If you're wondering where we get those numbers, it's on the sheet.
right there.
The AoE weapons will have 2 strengths like this, 7 and 5. The first one is for who's hit, and the other one is for everybody else who's hit. Or sorry, the first one's for the who's hit directly, the other ones are for those who are hit otherwise.
So what's happening right now is the electrons are being stripped from that grunt's chest and limbs and being dispersed out into a cloud. So of course it disintegrates your chest, that does a lot of damage. And then it explodes the electrons in an electrical charge and hits everyone around him. That's cool.
It's pretty nasty. So let's roll for the first guy first. So strength 7
Alright.
versus armor of 2. So it's 5 or less. Okay, you kill him. And then try the 2 grunts. So for those, it'll be 3 or less. Oh, you kill both of them. And then the heavy weapon guy. Now, does it do multi-wounds? It doesn't do multi-wounds. So you won't kill the heavy weapon guy because he's got 3 wounds.
Right.
But still strength 5 against his armor of 2 as well. So 3 or less to hurt the heavy weapon guy. No.
Okay. So the squad's gone.
Yeah, that's what happened to you in our last game.
Yeah.
Now he was hit, so he has a leadership roll to make. And his leadership sucks, and I think he's outside of the 9 inches. Can you measure that for me? Isn't gonna matter anyways. It's
Nope.
gonna get sliced in half in a moment.
He is out.
So his leadership is 6, and so he's gonna make that, and he fails it. So he's now officially running.
So next time
So
he...
when he activates, he has to move towards. Well, we'll read the rules when we get
Right.
there if
Okay.
he's still alive. Basically, he has to run to the nearest cover and stay there. Okay, so you have your assassin and the other squad.
Right.
So you're getting retribution just fine.
Alright. I think what I'm going to do with this squad... Because I want to still shoot at them. I still want to hurt something. But I don't see how to do that without completely leaving myself in the open. Unless...
You do have a 20-inch suppressing fire range, remember?
Oh, yeah!
Because it's double your range, which yours is 10.
Oh, that is an excellent idea, Matt.
And these guys are all in cover. You drop a template in there, they all have to jump out of that bunker. In case everybody else is wondering, if they're like, oh, Matt's just camping, it takes 1 suppressing fire to get those guys jumping off the sides of the bunker.
Unless they do nothing.
And then they take hits at the end of their movement before they can shoot at you.
But I thought we said if they're in cover.
Oh yeah, but then that means that for the rest of the game you can just sit there and fire, and your assassin can get into place and jump up and kill them all.
Right. Assuming your commander doesn't come over and hit them.
Of course.
Right. Anyways, yes. So they...
Remember, you can move first before you do suppressing fire.
I think I am.
Because you need to be, you can measure. Are you even within 20 inches where you are?
Whoa.
So it'll be hard. You'll only be able to put it like this, which will be kind of awkward.
Right.
So actually move up so you can like put it in the entire thing.
So I can move 4 inches off of it.
Just make sure you have line of sight to where you want to put it.
That is also very true.
You don't have to have line of sight to the ground. You just have to have line of sight. Oh, that's another thing to talk about. Line of sight to what?
Yeah.
To
with
the ground? Because technically you are suppressing fire up, which would be ineffective. Not really, though. It would be pretty effective.
Maybe the center would have to be on the edge. Because you can't see.
Yeah, but then how are you supposed to keep it on the edge?
Oh, yeah.
Interesting. This is why we playtest.
Yes.
Like, it's one thing to fire a blast and have to hold it there while you check to see how many are hit. It's another thing to place a template and leave it there and be like, okay, stay. We could always put like a
Mark
token.
it, yeah. And
Put a
then,
token where the center is, and then once we go to those guys, we measure it from that. So you do have to, yeah, I guess you do have to have line of sight to it. So you will have to put the center on the outside.
Alright, so then they go with their plasma rifles, and we'll center it right here.
Yeah, it's covering 3 of the troops and the other guy.
Okay,
So we'll put a
right
marker
on that corner.
So we'll put a little die marker right here. Okay, so that's where the suppressing fire
That
is.
is the setting.
Yeah, we're good.
That is a good use.
And you have to use your command point for
I
that.
do have to use a command point.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
No, it doesn't. But it's a game, so it doesn't have to.
Well, it makes sense rules-wise why instead of doing on Overwatch or something like that,
Exactly.
suppressing fire would cost something.
All right, you're assassin. So which one's the real one?
Do I want to kill him? Yeah, because this guy can do tons of damage if
Yeah.
he hits.
Yeah, he can hit your squad and kill it all. And then the fire stays there. So,
Yeah.
so he gets to suppress and fire at the same time.
Light stuff on fire.
Yeah, because his works. Yeah, I guess I'll have to clarify that. His works the same as suppressing fire. That but he gets to damage you when he hits, and then it stays there. And then if you end or enter the AOE in your movement, then you take more fire damage. Anyway,
Alright, do I want to kill him? Yeah, yeah, I want to kill him.
so which one is the real one? You have to reveal him before you charge in.
Oh, that's true. And you can charge your movement plus 3?
Yeah, you move your movement, and then you
Or
do your
plus
charge,
half.
which is half your movement.
Half movement.
So you got 12 inches.
12 inches. So.
Should be able to get to him unless you. Any other tokens are. Yeah, so you're at 12, so just go ahead and do that. So you move the 8 and then you charge 4. Alright, goodbye, buddy. So I think you have 4 attacks in close combat. Number of attacks. And I get 3. So you might not kill him, but you're going to hurt him. So, and he's already fleeing, so I guess he's stuck in close combat though, so he's no longer fleeing. And so it's 3 attacks. Your close combat is 13 minus my defense of 4. So you need 9 or less.
Okay.
And then however much you make this by is how many hits hit. That's 8, so it's only 1 hit.
Darn it!
You got a command point on him. You want to reroll that?
Yeah. Command point would be. Yeah, I want to. Yeah, I'll do it. I'm gonna risk it.
All right. Oh, 1 worse.
Ah,
so you still hit him, but it's -1 strength.
That's okay.
Now your strength on that guy is 7, so it becomes 6. Minus my armor of 2, so it's 4 less.
All right. Easy peasy.
All right, so you damage him. Okay, so that wasn't as impressive as I thought it was going to be, but you rolled pretty crappy.
Whatever. No, it's yeah.
Maybe your close combat needs to be a little higher. You know what? His range is 14 and his close combat is 13.
Oh,
I might have got that backwards.
Yeah.
He doesn't need a really high range.
Assuming he would have hit twice then, unless I failed one. So
Yeah, so it takes a damage.
Okay.
Oh well. You should have been able to do a couple damage, maybe even kill him. Okay, so it's my turn.
It is your turn.
Alright, so first remove AoEs. Regenerate command points, so he regenerates 2 per turn. The sniper regenerates its 1. I don't know what I'm going to do with this group. So if anti-gravity mines help you get up faster, would gravity mines help you to get down faster?
Or hurt you?
Oh, my leg! Because seriously, how did they get down from a place that they couldn't get up without an anti-gravity mine? Take a bit of falling damage?
Well, anti-gravity is assuming that you're climbing up, right?
Yeah.
Like normal, and you
Yeah,
get to
you're
move faster.
going up and you're moving faster.
And so going down, maybe anti-gravity would make it so you can go down without taking a fall hit or something.
Yeah. Because I guess it doesn't matter if it takes more time for you to get down. You're just jumping out and you're like...
So what's like the strength of a regular pistol? Like 6?
5 is your kind of base strength.
Okay, 5 base strength. So maybe like a strength 4 or strength 3 hit from falling through like a...
Yeah, I gotta come up with falling.
Yeah, it's how many inches.
Or the other option is, you know what I'm gonna do? I have an idea.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, you could kill this. Yeah, so okay, here's another flaw with this suppressing fire. I just came up with a flaw.
Sure.
The sniper could activate first. He could choose to stay there. He'll get hit. Right? He's got 2 hit points though.
He's in cover. Oh, yeah.
So because it's per model now, rather than when you fire, you could do up to 8 hits. That would take you an incredible good roll to get 8 hits. But when you do suppressing fire against this individual model, so suppressing fire kind of sucks against individual models because they can just walk into it and be like, sure, I'll take the hit.
Oh, so you sacrifice a wound
on the sniper, and then I'll take a shot and stop the suppressing fire for the rest of the guys, who will then move up and completely annihilate you.
Aha.
So here's the question: is that worth it? Does that seem a good trade, or does it seem a little too dumb that this one sniper with 4 guys suppressing fire?
The sniper would have to take a leadership test.
Right.
A hit before it gets to shoot.
Sure.
Maybe.
So I guess then that would do what?
Well, if he's fleeing, then make it so he can't
But
shoot.
he's already given up his movement, so he could shoot. So at that point, it's already passed. See,
That's true. So the rules of leadership,
they kind of intersect and don't make complete sense. Suppressing fire works really well against squads because they move out and they all get hit. But against guys with multiple wounds, it at most can do 1 wound to them. So what do you do about that? Because you can't all of a sudden make it super powerful and make them all do multiple wounds.
Yeah, because I don't get to attack, so there's no like measure of success, so I can't get multiple hits on them.
Right.
Unless you hit as many times as they have wounds, no, because that's too powerful, maybe.
Yeah, because then if a guy has 10 wounds, all of a sudden you're a little suppressing fire squad 10 times.
Up to I get no, they're max, but still.
Yeah, but even that would be an incredibly good roll.
Yeah, yeah.
Normally to hit. Okay, well, we'll just go with rules as written for now.
Yeah.
So, any feedback, ideas there? This is a new mechanic, so obviously there's going to be some things to iron out. Feel free to write it down or post it in the forums. So he's going to activate first. He's going to take that automatic hit.
Okay.
So strength 6 versus armor 1, so 5 or less. Okay, so he takes the wound. Does he flee? No. So maybe that's what we could do. Maybe, you know what, that actually I think is a good trade. If he fails that test, then he forfeits his action. In which case he runs out into the open, takes the wound, forfeits his action, and then he's left out in the open. He's screwed for the next turn if somebody did that. The only problem is solos usually have better leadership.